Hi, good morning and welcome. And please say hello in the chat if you're able to. Um, Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry, just pushing some things out of the view of the camera. Good morning, Mia. Yeah, and let me know about the sound and video if it's okay. Still sort of working to set up the perfect camera angle here. So today I thought we would kind of go back to focusing on the back of the body, because I know, especially when we're home a lot or working from home, that you can really feel it in your back, and also a lot of stress seems to accumulate in your neck area and upper back, as well as the core area. So, but I want to say something about the core really quickly. So my belief is that to have a strong core, it doesn't really, you don't really need to do a bunch of exercises that specifically target the core. You would only need to do that if you want to have like six-pack abs or something. But if you just want to have, sort of have better digestion and have a stronger core, then you just want to focus more on engaging those bandhas that I'm always talking about. Good morning, Rory. In your pelvic floor and in your lower belly. And so just kind of keep them, just have them engaged throughout the practice, have them engaged just in daily life. Just kind of be aware of your core, I guess. And also the twisting poses in yoga are really, really helpful for core and digestion. So yeah, and I think that, sorry if I'm kind of rambling here, but yeah, that's why I don't usually throw in a lot of like crunches and things like that, because I don't really find them super useful personally. Anyway, let's get started. Let's start in a seated position. If you're fairly comfortable in a cross-legged seated position, that's ideal. If you have trouble, if you feel like you're going to kind of fall back, then you could just maybe place a pillow or a folded blanket underneath your hips. Sorry, I gotta silence my phone. And just find your center. Make sure that you're evenly balanced on your mat, that your weight is equally distributed over both your sit bones. You're not falling forward or falling back. And you can just sort of, maybe do a few little movements just to get some of the kinks out, the morning kinks. Good, and then when you find a nice balanced seated position, just start to bring your awareness to those bandhas. So your Mula Bandha is your pelvic floor. It's the muscle that you would use, like if you have to go to the bathroom and you're trying to hold it, basically. Or for women, it's your Kegel muscle. So you just want to kind of keep that drawn in and engaged. Imagine that actually the point of this, I hope I'm not getting too much into weird stuff here, but like in yoga, the idea is that you're engaging these locks in your body, the bandhas, to keep energy, positive energy in your body and keep the energy from kind of just leaking out. And so if you want to think of it that way, like when you're engaging this, you're kind of plugging or like locking the energy in place so it's not just leaking out of your body. So engaging the pelvic floor and engaging the Uddiyana Bandha, I apologize, my Sanskrit isn't the greatest, but that's the lock in your lower belly when you're really engaging your core. So basically what that feels like is drawing your belly in and up, and it can kind of just make you feel stronger if you're doing it right. Just make you feel more balanced. And so engaging those two bandhas, or just at least becoming aware of them. Now just start to become aware of your breathing. So just notice how your body is moving with each inhalation and exhalation. And hopefully you'll notice that as you inhale, your body expands a little bit, maybe your spine lengthens, you feel a little taller, and as you exhale, tension can just release, your body can soften a little bit. So just inhaling and exhaling. And pretty much keeping those bandhas engaged the whole time if you can. But what's going to really be moving is your upper body and your chest. And your stomach will be moving too, but it's more kind of the area above the Uddiyana Bandha. Your bandha in your lower belly is kind of supporting your breath, if that makes any sense. Good, and then I really recommend breathing with sound using the Ujjayi breath. So closing the back of your throat as if you're whispering, but then that should create a kind of ocean-like sound, and then closing your mouth and breathing through your nose. So that will lengthen your breath and just kind of make you more aware of your breath. And it should also make you feel a little more calm. Now, it's not mandatory if it just feels super uncomfortable for you, or you have any kind of issues in your sinuses. It can help clear out your sinuses, but if it just feels really uncomfortable, then just breathe in a way that feels natural to you. Good, and now inhale, opening the chest, keeping the shoulders back. And exhale, draw the belly in even more. And just come back, rounding your spine, feeling a nice stretch through your shoulders and back. So the seated cat and cow. Inhale, come forward, and exhale. Round the spine, draw the belly in. Inhale. So this cat and cow is a great place for really becoming aware of your core. Inhale and exhale. And just that core connection between the two bandhas in your lower body. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then come back to neutral and just doing a few neck rolls, just noticing how that feels. Notice if you feel even though you're just doing neck rolls, where is the sensation in your body? Is it just in your neck? Is it all in your shoulders, upper back, or does it actually go all the way down your back when you're doing this? Good, and then place one hand on the opposite knee, bring the other hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the body, and exhale, twist. And once more, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Good, inhale back to center, and opposite side, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Good, and now just find your way into standing position. And we're gonna find our mountain pose. So you can have your big toes touching, or you can have your feet slightly apart or hip distance apart, just however you feel balanced. And just rocking back and forth, spreading your toes wide, really feeling the contact of your feet on the mat. And then just scanning up from your feet. Your knees are soft, belly in and up again, those bandhas, dropping the tailbone, long spine, long neck, shoulders back and down, chest open and chin parallel to the floor. And again, just coming back to your breath. Breathing with sound if you can. And then exhale, drop your hands, palms facing out, and just start to move your arms with your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good, and inhale, clasp your hands. Reach, just a nice full body stretch. Imagine you're reaching through your toes as well. And exhale, reach to one side and look in the opposite direction. And inhale, lengthen, and exhale, reach. Inhale back to center, change the clasp of your hands, and exhale, reach in the opposite direction. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, reach. Inhale, come back to center, float your hands down. And you have a strap, belt, or scarf nearby, go ahead and grab it. And make a mental note to myself to remind you guys to have this prop when we start the class. Anyway, if you don't have it, that's okay. Just have your hands about this far apart. And inhale, bring the strap over your head, and exhale behind you. So just really opening up the shoulders. Inhale and be very gentle. You don't want to pull anything while you're doing this, obviously. Inhale up and exhale down. And inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And when the strap comes behind you, really bring your shoulder blades together. When it comes in front of you, bring them apart and round your spine. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good, and now I like to just throw in some free movement. So just moving, getting into any more kinks in your body. Make sure you're really feeling it all the way through your core area through your waist and abs, as well as your whole back. Good, and then you can actually, I'm sorry, well, hold on to the strap, and we're going to just start to do a gentle stretch on our lower body as well. So step into the strap, and we're going to be balancing here. So if you want, if you don't really feel like focusing on balance right now, you can just find a wall or something, or a chair or something to hold on to. Because at this point I'm more interested in just the stretching of the lower body. But if you want to work on balance as well, then go for it. And just step the ball of your foot into the strap and then pull your leg up until you feel a nice stretch. I might have some black paint on the bottom of my feet. They were painting my stairs yesterday, and it wasn't quite dry when I started going down the stairs. Anyway, and then out to the side, just feeling your hip open. And think about really dropping your leg into your hip socket here. Good, and back to center and release. And keep your core engaged that whole time too. This takes a lot of core strength as well. Now to the side, dropping your leg into your hip socket. And back to center. And release. Good. Let's do this one too. So just sit back, place your hands over your knees, and just draw circles. You can also get into your lower back area just by kind of drawing your belly in here and tilting your pelvis. But just kind of noticing the range of motion in your knees and our hips. Good, and then inhale, come forward with a flat back. And then exhale, round your spine and drop your head and grab onto your elbows. Just hang here, just let your spine decompress. And breathe. Coming back to that, enjoy your breath, breathing with sound if possible. Good, and then inhale, slowly roll up to standing. And reach up, and exhale, hands to your heart. And let's come to the fronts of our mats if you're not there already. Bring your hands to your heart, and starting with sun salutations just to really start to get our blood flowing a little bit more, heart pumping, and get a little warmer in preparation for stretching at the end of the class. So inhale, reach up, and exhale. Come forward with a flat back, and then at this point, start to bend your knees so you can keep your back flat. And drop your head, reach towards the floor or towards the fronts of your legs. Inhale again, look forward. And exhale, plant your hands. Step both feet back and hold in plank or modified plank. Really draw the belly in here and the pelvic floor. And holding here. And I really find that plank is one of the best exercises for the core, because in order to hold this position with the correct alignment, which is a straight body, not like this or like this, but just a straight body, you're really kind of forced to engage your core. And just holding a little bit longer. You can rock back and forth on your toes if you want. And then knees down, elbows in, come all the way down to the mat. And flip your feet so the tops of your feet are pressing into the mat. Bring your hands behind you, clasp your hands, and bring your shoulder blades together. Come up in a modified locust pose. And exhale, forehead down, hands next to your chest, tuck the toes, shoulder blades together, and press back. And see if you can kind of press back almost in a plank with a straight upper body. And then just find your downward dog. Look at your hands, make sure that your fingers are spread wide. The reason for that is it protects your wrists. Shoulders are away from your ears, and just pedal your heels towards the mat. Just noticing how the whole back side of your body feels right now. And breathing. Good. Inhale the right leg up. Bring your shoulders over your wrists and step it through and find your low lunge. Breathing into your hip. And then come back. Inhale, exhale, fold over your right leg. Come forward. Again, low lunge. This time, inhale up. Maybe find a slight back bend. And exhale, both hands down. Straighten and step back, plank pose. And again, holding here. Good, and inhale, exhale, knees down, come all the way down. And this time you can repeat the last thing we did, clasping your hands behind you, or maybe bend your knees and grab your ankles. And then either way, inhale up. And exhale, plant your hands, tuck your toes under, engage the core. See if you can press up in a straight line and back in the downward dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Step it through. And drop the right knee. Breathing into your hip and low lunge. And inhale. Exhale, come back. Fold. And inhale, come forward. Straighten. Oh, I'm sorry, before we straighten, inhale, come up into a full low lunge, maybe with a slight back bend. Exhale, straighten, step back plank. And knees down, come all the way down. Flip your feet, and this time shoulders back, just come up into a baby cobra. Keep your neck long, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale back down, tuck the toes. This time keep your knees down about hip distance apart and come back into child's pose. Just breathing into your back. Good. And just come up into hands and knees and walk your hands forward. Keep your hips up this time and find your extended puppy. So just bringing your chest towards the mat, maybe your chin. And breathe. Good. And straighten your legs into downward dog. And really lengthen your upper body with each exhalation. Bond is engaged this whole time. So drawing the belly in and up, engaging the pelvic floor. Good. And look between your hands, bend your knees. Step your feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold with bent knees. Try to bring your ribcage towards your thighs and your head towards your knees or towards your shins. And inhale, grab your waist, come all the way up. And reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath here. Good. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit more now for our sun salutations. Just moving with the breath now. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With your feet, shoulders away from your ears, cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Press back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. And come up into high lunge. Engaging the bandhas. Pressing your left heel away from you, so make sure both feet are engaged, or both legs are engaged. And inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, hands on your heart. Or to your heart, rather. And then bring your left elbow to your right thigh and twist. And push your hands towards the center of your chest to deepen the twist. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Cartwheel your left hand down and open your right hand up. So coming into another version of the twist, a little bit deeper. Really opening your chest here. And exhale. Reach way forward. Bring your hands down. Step back plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cobra, keep your neck long. Exhale, tuck your toes under, and press back. Downward dog. Inhale, Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, left leg up. Step it through. Come up. High lunge. Just holding here for a couple of breaths, building our leg strength. Belly in. Pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. And twist. Keep pressing your right heel away from you, your back heel. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Really opening up. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. And inhale, step your right foot forward. Look ahead of you, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Just take a breath here in mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, plant your hands. Plank. Inhale, exhale, maybe chaturanga this time, either with knees down or up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Opening the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Taking a breath here. And then inhale, turn the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Step the right foot forward between your hands and come up. Warrior one. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn your hips out to the side, and exhale, reach way forward over your foot. Inhale, triangle pose. Really open the upper body here. Inhale, widen your stance, and exhale, warrior two. Breathing, just building our leg strength. Warrior two is a great place to really engage your pelvic floor and think of that, holding that energy in your pelvic floor. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back plank. Maybe chaturanga. Maybe upward dog. And downward dog. And child's pose is another option here as well, if you're getting tired at all. Good. And turn your right foot out to the side at a 45-degree angle. Step the left foot through. Come up, warrior one. And bend as deeply into where you want as you can. Actually, if you don't have, the best policy is to keep your knee behind your ankle, but if you don't have any knee problems and you really know your body well, you're familiar with this pose, maybe it's okay to come forward a little bit if that's helping you deepen the pose. But just listen to your own body. Certainly do not strain your knee in this pose. Or do it, whatever you can to avoid it. Good. And straighten, turn your hips out to the side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, triangle. Opening the upper body a lot. Bringing your shoulders back. And inhale, exhale. Maybe widen your stance a little bit and find your warrior two. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. And inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. And step the right foot forward again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up. And exhale. Take a breath here. Good. And inhale. Exhale. Sweep your hands down, sit back in chair. And inhale, open the arms up in the chair. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. And adjust the tilt of your pelvis for a comfortable lower back. Draw the belly in, engage the pelvic floor. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to your heart, and twist. Left elbow to right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Other side. Keep your neck long here. Shoulders away from the ears. And inhale, center. And exhale, fold. Inhale, take a deep breath, look ahead of you. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Good. Inhale and open your knee out to the side, stacking your hips. And look between your hands. We're just going to come into pigeon. So we're going to spend a little bit of time in pigeon today. So first of all, just come onto your fingertips and make sure that your hips are squared forward. If you find yourself falling to one side, then it's fine, and actually recommended to use a blanket under that side to even your hips. And you can experiment with how far your heel is, or your foot is forward or back, in order to keep the proper alignment. And inhale, come up into a back bend. And exhale, come forward. And I really recommend keeping your back foot toes tucked under to protect your knee. But if you feel like your knee is perfectly fine, you don't need to do that, then you can go ahead and point your toe. For me, it feels a lot better to do it this way. And really soften into this pose. Really notice if you're holding any tension and see if you can use your breath to release. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and your neck is relaxed here. The hips are another place where we can hold a lot of tension. And so the point of this pose is to let it go, let the tension go. Good. Inhale slowly. Come back up onto your hands. And optional here, maybe bend your knee and reach back and pull your foot towards you just for a shoulder opener and a quad stretch at the same time. And another option is to reach back with the opposite hand. That's a really nice shoulder opener as well. Good, and plant both hands. Come back into a one-legged downward dog. You might need to hop forward a little bit and just move your knee, move your hips, just notice how that side feels. And release. And other side. So again, opening up to the side, stacking your hips. And come forward. Find your pigeon, find your alignment. It might be different on this side than it was on the last side. Find your breath. And inhale, open the chest. Find that back bend. And exhale, fold. And breathe. Just let it go. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or furrowing your brow. Let everything go into this pose. If this pose feels uncomfortable to you, notice if you're holding something and that might be contributing to the discomfort, and see if you can use your breath to release that. This is almost like a yin posture right now. Good, and inhale. Slowly come up. Again, maybe take the option to reach behind you, grab your foot, pull it towards you. And the opposite side as well. Exhale as you're rolling the foot towards you. And release. Come back in one-legged downward dog. Just moving your knee, noticing how your hip feels. And both feet down. And let's take another child's pose. Inhale deeply and exhale. Release, just let it go. Just be still in your mind and body. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back into downward dog, and just walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, release down, and inhale. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up, exhale, hands to heart. Good, and find your mountain pose again. So I'm just wondering if you are feeling relaxed, like a little more, hopefully our bodies are warm as well, but just what kind of mental space you're in right now. And let's see how tree feels. So just bring your weight onto one side, find a focal point on the floor to help with your balance. And keeping that stillness of body and mind, see how that affects your balance. Staying with your breath, still engaging those bandhas. If you start to fall, don't worry about it. If it makes you feel more comfortable to hold on to something in this pose, then that's fine. Just try to keep your mind still. Try to not to resist the pose. Good, and release. Another side. So again, you can have your foot anywhere on your leg, but avoiding the knee area. So everywhere except your knee. If you feel your foot slipping down, just notice your alignment. Try to keep your body as straight as possible. You might need to bring the hip of the standing leg in a little bit to adjust your alignment, and that will also cause your foot to press a little closer into your leg. So really engaging the core and pelvic floor here as well, as always. Good, and release. And come into a wide stance, toes pointing forward. Inhale your arms out, exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And exhale, fold. Let your hands drop behind you. And then go ahead and release the clasp. Place your hands between your in line with your feet if possible. Inhale, come up, flat back. Exhale, drop your head towards the floor, or you can use a block here. It's it can be really restorative to just have some kind of grounding on your head. So if your head can touch something, either the floor or a block, that's ideal. If you need to have a wider stance in order for that to happen, that's fine. Make sure you're still keeping your shoulders away from your ears and your neck long. And inhale, up, flat back, exhale, twisting. Maybe bring the opposite arm up. And another side. Good. And then heel toe the feet together. Well, not all the way together, just until you can come down into a squat. Good. And now see if you can bring just the heels together and walk your fingertips forward as far as they can go, really, and then just drop your head. Still really drawing in that Mula Bandha. And your lower belly. Good. Inhale, walk your hands back. And just find your way onto your knees here. Come up slowly. I came up a little too fast and got a little dizzy there. And camel pose. So you want to bring your shoulder blades together, chest open, and have your thumbs on either side of your spine just to support your lower back. And inhale and exhale. Just maybe drop your head back and press your hips forward. If you don't have to drop your head back, just whatever feels comfortable for you. You can also just keep your neck long. For me, it's a little more comfortable to drop it back. And look up towards the tip of your nose. And inhale, slowly come up. And exhale. And drop your forehead to the mat. And inhale again. And this time, if you are familiar with this pose and you want to reach back towards your heels, then go ahead. You don't have to. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, drop back. And inhale, come back up. And exhale, drop your head to the mat. Good. And then just come onto your hands and knees. And drop the crown of your head onto the mat this time. Try to tuck your chin as much as you can so you're rolling towards the back of your head. And see if you can
You might need to get your knees a little closer to your head. Grab your ankles and then bring your hips up as you're holding onto your ankles to really get a delicious stretch all the way through your spine. And release out of that. No, actually, I apologize. While you're, if you're still down there, then stay. Otherwise, go back there. But this time, thread one arm through and just turn towards the back and the side of your head. Make sure you're not straining your neck, though. Be gentle. And back to center. And exhale, other side. Good. Inhale back up. And come onto your seat. And bring the soles of your feet together and then open them up like a book. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold. Press your elbows into your thighs and bring your head down towards your feet or towards a block. Rounding the spine here. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, bring your feet out straight in front of you, toes pointing up. Bring your hands next to your hips. Bring the belly in. Engage the pelvic floor. And there's actually a third lock as well in your throat. And the way to lock that is to bring your chest forward and drop your chin towards your chest. This is a little more elusive, but see if you can do that so that you're engaging all three of the locks. Good, and then inhale. So still keeping your belly and your root locks engaged. Come forward. Inhale, look up, and exhale, fold. So you don't have to, you can grab, just reach for as far forward as you can without straining your shoulders. Breathe deeply. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And bring your right foot into your inner thigh. And I'm probably sounding like a broken record, but keep those bandhas engaged. So even when we're here stretching, it's still really important to engage that area. If you have a regular practice where you're doing that, then you'll find yourself engaging that area throughout the day. And again, that's really the key to having, it's in my opinion, to having core strength and better digestion. So reach forward over your leg, inhale, and then exhale. And inhale, gently look up. Exhale, come up. And straighten both legs and bring the left foot in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. And inhale, forward, exhale. And prepare for boat pose. So shift your weight backwards. And these are the variations. So again, engaging your bandhas. You can release, balancing a little more here, and then you'll really start to feel, especially your stomach engaging here. And if you straighten your legs, then it also brings your hip flexors into it. And hold here. Keep breathing. Notice those bandhas. Notice your core connection there. And so come halfway down so that your lower back is flat. Really draw everything in here in this area. Point your toes. Feeling a nice strong core. Good, and release. Bring your shoulders and head down. Hug your knees into your chest. Draw circles with your knees, giving your back a nice massage here. And then keeping both knees bent, drop them both over to one side and look in the opposite direction. Try to keep both of your shoulders down. And then other side. Inhale back to center. And drop your feet hip distance apart. See if you can grab your heels. That kind of forces you to bring your shoulder blades back. Inhale, exhale, tilt your pelvis, straightening your lower back, or lengthening your lower back, that is. And inhale, push your hips up. And you can clasp your hands underneath you. Bridge pose. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. And you can have your feet a little wider apart if that feels more comfortable for you. That can actually help maybe your toes to point forward or slightly pigeon-toed. And exhale. So release. Draw your knees in one more time. Good, and then preparing for a modified shoulder stand or plow pose, or you could just stay here, just either with your knees bent or maybe straightening your legs. You can also use a block under your hips. Just any variation of an inversion that you choose. So I'm just going to go into the modified shoulder stand. So I went into plow first because plow is comfortable for me when I'm warmed up. But also, if you go into plow first, then it's kind of a safer way to get into the shoulder stand because you can really adjust your hand placement easier here. And then inhale up. So I say modify because I'm just doing an inversion. I'm not really worrying too much about getting straight here. Just long enough to kind of turn my circulation around a little bit. Maybe plow pose. Good, and wherever you are right now, we're just gonna come into fish pose as a counter pose to this. So gently bring your hips down, place your hands underneath your hips or upper thighs. Come up onto your elbows, open the chest, and exhale at the top of your head back. And point your toes. Look towards the tip of your nose again. And gently release. And reach your arms over your head. Inhale, 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 all the way as deeply as you can. Hold your breath. Just take a moment, tense everything in your body. Squeeze your eyes shut. You're holding your breath here. And then release. Let all the tension go and find your final relaxation pose. You might need to adjust yourself a little bit. So make sure you're comfortable. Make sure your neck is long and your shoulders are open. So you can play around with this pose, just find what's most comfortable for you. You can use props as well, but try to keep your palms facing towards the ceiling to keep your shoulders open. And stay there while I guide you through relaxation. So close your eyes, come back into your regular breathing pattern. And just have a feeling of heaviness, almost like you're melting into the floor. And relax your toes. Relax your feet and ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your upper legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands and fingers. Relax your tailbone. Relax your lower back. Relax your middle back. Relax your upper back. Relax the back of your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your lips. Relax your tongue. Relax your cheeks. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. And relax your forehead. And relax your entire body. Imagine a wave of relaxation washing over you from your head to your toes and back to the top of your head. Relax your thoughts, letting go of any thinking and planning. And come back to your breath. Releasing any negative energy or any thoughts that are no longer serving you with each exhalation. And bringing clean, light, positive energy into your body with each inhalation. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and your feet, bringing your attention back into the space around you. And when you're ready, bend one knee and then the other. Bring your arms over your head. And slowly roll onto one side, using your arm to support your head. Just rest there for a breath. And slowly find your way back into a comfortable seated position. And I just like to spend the last 5 minutes of class doing pranayama and a short meditation. If this is the end of your time with me today, thank you so much. Namaste. Otherwise, probably everyone that's still here is familiar with the alternate nostril breathing we've been doing. So let's get ready for that. So have your right hands like this, your left hand just resting on your left knee, and close your left nostril. And inhale through your right nostril. Hold. And exhale through your left nostril. And hold. Inhale right. Hold. And exhale left. And hold. Inhale right. And hold. And exhale left. And hold. And inhale right. And hold. And exhale left. And hold. And inhale left. And hold. So switching sides now. Exhale right. And hold. Inhale left. And hold. Exhale right. And hold. Inhale left. And hold. And exhale right. And hold. And inhale left. And hold. And exhale right. And release. And breathe. And think of 3 things that you're especially grateful for in your life right now. Anything big or small. Doesn't matter what it is. But just be aware of those things and how lucky you are. And notice how you feel. And imagine that feeling of gratitude as a warm, bright, spacious light radiating from your heart out into the rest of your body. And then imagine that light even going past your body, out into the room around you, through your house, through your neighborhood. Imagine it connecting you with the people around you. And you can let that image go. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. And I invite you to set an intention for the rest of your day using any of the benefits from this class to guide you throughout your day and share with the people around you. And thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I welcome any comments or feedback, either in the live chat or in the feedback if you're not doing this class live in the comments zone. Any suggestions for future classes are welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.